Recently, I have taken a small step into making my life into a better life and improving myself. A very, very, very small, like minuscule step, but a step nonetheless. I have started flossing again. So, a few years ago, flossing was something that I did regularly. I did it every day, and I was in a perfect habit of doing it. It was very easy to get started and keep doing it, keep it up. And I know exactly why I stopped flossing. So one day I was flossing and then I ran out of floss. And so then I went to Walmart to buy some new floss, but I couldn't find the same brand of floss that I had previously. So I bought a different brand. Then I used that brand. And the second that I used that brand, the second that that floss hit my teeth, some of it got stuck because it was a weaker brand of floss. Like the string was skinnier and weaker and just like broke. And so some of that string, some of that floss got stuck in my teeth. And it was stuck in such a way that you can't like reach in and grab it and get it out. There's no easy way to get it out. And so I had like this floss stuck in my teeth for 3 days. And just like, That's like you know what it's like when you like suddenly get a piece of hair in your food or something, and you feel it in your mouth and you want to get it out, but you don't like, and you're trying to reach in and find it, but you can't because it's a piece of hair, and hair is very well. That's what it was like. That's what it felt like to have floss on my teeth all day long for 3 days. And so like I was like, I'm not flossing anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to risk that. And so I stopped flossing. And recently, I started flossing again. It's been a few years, but the process is the same, obviously. And I guess I could tell you how I got started. So, I guess while I was brushing my teeth, I remembered that a while ago, the dentist had said something like, you're not supposed to brush your teeth because I just brush my teeth the way that I've always brushed my teeth, and that's side to side. But according to dentists, and according to tooth experts, you're supposed to brush your teeth up and down. And so I had just finished brushing my teeth side to side, and I decided, you know what? Why not give that a try? Why not give that advice a try? And so I went over my teeth up and down with up and down motions instead of side to side motions. And then like I had already taken the dive into trying something new, and so when I saw the floss sitting there on the counter, I said, why not? And then I flossed. And you know, when you floss for the first time after a long time, your gums start bleeding. And one would think that for me this would be a painful experience, but no. I actually really enjoy the first time that you floss after a long time of not flossing. For some reason, whenever pain goes into my gums, like whenever I really dig into my gums with something like floss or a toothpick or something like that, instead of my brain interpreting that as pain, it interprets it as like some kind of sick pleasure. It's weird, actually. And I don't know if the other people feel the same way, or if this is just me. But yeah, whenever I just dig that floss, like I don't try to do it because I don't think that it's necessarily good for me. But if I ever get it, like the floss digging into my gums, it just feels so good. It actually reminds me of a feeling that I would get at the dentist's office. Because at the dentist's office, when I went there as a kid, first they would clean your teeth, but then afterwards, they would have you bite down into these tooth molds. First, they would like spray this like foamy stuff into these tooth molds, and then they'd have you bite down as hard as you could into these tooth molds while you're hanging over a sink, and just let the juice drip down from your mouth. And it was like the most pleasurable, like the most amazing feeling in my gums of all time, because just like you feel that, you taste the fruitiness of whatever foam is in there, and at the same time you feel it like digging into your gums and also dripping, and you feel like a monster, like you're dripping down into the sink. It's a great feeling. And so like I always kind of had like this good connotations of the dentist. You know how most people like hate the dentist? I always looked forward to going to the dentist because I knew I was going to be able to do that. I knew I was going to be able to bite down into foam like tooth molds and like feel awesome. But anyways, that feeling is very similar to the feeling that I get when I floss for the first time after having not flossed for a long time. So it was a pleasurable experience for me. It was great. And it's weird because, like, although it feels pleasurable, I look at my teeth and then I see blood all over them at the end of it. Like, it's completely covered in blood, and then I spit out, and then, like, there's all this blood in my mouth, you know? It's strange. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for this episode of the podcast. I have started flossing, and I hope to continue adding good habits to my life. I think that it's better to take small steps and easier to take small steps. Like, I know that sometimes in life you're going to have to take the really big steps. You're going to have to make the big decisions, like, what am I going to do for my career, or who am I going to marry, or what am I, like, and those are very, very big and important decisions. But I think if you fill your life with small decisions that are kind of meaningless, I think your brain will still get experience making decisions, and you'll feel better when you actually make those big decisions. You know, you'll be better at it. You'll get the experience. That's what I'm hoping anyways. So yeah, let's hope that I keep on making even more small decisions. Sounds like a great idea. This has been the Kokino Podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good life.